each day when sorrows like sea billows roll. Whatever my lot, you have taught me to say, it is well, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. Though evil should tempt me, though trials should come, let this blessed assurance control that Christ has regarded my helpless estate and has paid life and blood for my soul.
Hello. So a little over 10 years ago, I found out the daughter that I was carrying had a very rare heart defect. Lennon Grace Trinity came into this world on January 23rd, 2011. She had half a working heart and only one working lung. I prayed so hard every day, and I asked God to make her better so we could take her home. But on February 5th, 2011, at just 13 days old, Lennon passed away in my arms, surrounded by our family. I was so angry, I locked myself in my bedroom and I didn't talk to anyone. I was so angry that God took her away from me, I felt betrayed by him. I screamed at God and I swore at God and I hated God and I just wanted my daughter back. So fast forward 13 months and in enters a new daughter into our lives. Not a daughter to replace Lennon, but one to fill the huge hole in my heart. She was perfect and healthy, and I was very happy, but I was still struggling with my faith. So fast forward 4 more years. I woke up one day and something was different. In that moment, I realized God had another plan for my life. He may have taken Lennon, but he gave me the most perfect child, one with spunk and sparkle, the rainbow after my storm. I was so angry that I couldn't hear what God was saying to me. If I would have listened and trusted in God's power, I would have seen the bigger picture. I realize now that God has a plan for everyone, and you just need to listen. Thank you.
It is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. My sin, oh the bliss of this glorious thought. My sin not in part, but the whole is nailed to the cross, and I hear it no more. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, oh my soul.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Ashley Jordan. When Jim and Pastor Leanne reached out to me recently to testify about dealing with pain and hard times and trusting in God in the midst, I was surprised. I wasn't sure what gave them the impression that I'd have something to share. It's not like I've written about my experiences with secondary PTSD, surviving a school shooting, or soul-level grief and shared them on national news and media outlets. Oh, wait, I guess I have done that. So now it might be making sense why they thought that I would have something to share. But nonfiction writers like me are taught to mine our lives for story ideas. So given the content and subject matter of some of my stories, it's easy to think, whoa, this woman has had a crazy life, even a tragic one in some ways. But the truth is, if we look at our lives, we'll see that all of us have suffered. We're just taught not to think about it too much or to talk about it too much. And most of us certainly don't share it publicly like I have. But the reality we're taught to ignore is that our lives are as much about enduring and surviving pain as they are about joy, love, and happiness. We all have hard stories, every single one of us, and yet all of us are still sitting here together today. If you look at the times that you've suffered most, the hard times that brought you to your knees, the times your heart ached so badly that it was hard to be in your own body, I think that you'll notice something as I have. Even when we're at our lowest, there's something inside us pushing us forward. It's a force that we can't see, but I think we feel it the most when we're at our worst. Maybe it's because we need it the most during our most difficult times. The divine force that we feel deep within our souls is what drives us when we want to give up. And it lets us know that even when we feel like life has forsaken us, we're never really alone. A divine love and life force gives us the strength to get up off of our knees and keep going. Our suffering, our hurts, our hardships, our heartaches remind us that we're human. But more than that, they prove that we're held by something bigger and more beautiful than this world. And maybe that's when we're closest to God. Thank you.
It is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. Oh, God, speed the day that is filled with your light. When clouds are rolled back as a scroll, the trumpet shall sound and the Lord shall appear. Even so, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well.